Have you ever noticed something strange about international flights? If you look at a flight map, many airplanes crossing the Atlantic Ocean seem to leave at night. Thousands of passengers board these flights every single day without asking one simple question. Why? Is it safer to fly over the ocean at night? Is there less traffic? Or is there a secret that airlines don't usually talk about? The answer is much more interesting than most people imagine. Every year, millions of people travel between North America and Europe. Cities like New York, London, Paris, and Toronto are connected by one of the busiest air routes in the world. But unlike flights over land, crossing the Atlantic is very different. There are no highways in the sky. There are no emergency airports every few minutes. For several hours, airplanes fly over nothing but water. So why do so many of these flights happen at night? The first reason is time. The Earth never stops spinning. When it is afternoon in New York, it is already evening in Europe. Airlines know that passengers want to arrive in the morning. A traveler can leave the United States at night, sleep during the flight, and land in Europe just after sunrise. For business travelers, this saves an entire day. For tourists, it means more time to enjoy their trip. But time zones are only part of the story. There is another reason hidden high above the Atlantic Ocean. Powerful rivers of air called jet streams move across the sky at incredible speeds. Some of these winds can travel faster than 200 miles per hour. Pilots and airlines carefully plan their routes to take advantage of these winds. Flying with the jet stream can reduce fuel consumption and shorten the flight. Saving even a small amount of fuel can mean millions of dollars for an airline over the course of a year. But these winds do not stay in the same place forever. They constantly change. That is why flight paths over the Atlantic are adjusted every single day. In fact, there are special routes called the North Atlantic Tracks. Air traffic controllers create these routes based on weather conditions and wind patterns. Pilots follow these invisible highways across the ocean. Many of the best routes are designed to help overnight flights. This makes nighttime crossings even more efficient. But there is another mystery. People often wonder how airplanes avoid crashing into each other over the ocean. Unlike flights over cities, radar coverage is limited in the middle of the Atlantic. For many years, pilots had to report their positions using radio communications. Today, satellites and advanced tracking systems help monitor aircraft far from land. Even so, strict rules keep airplanes separated by safe distances. The system has worked remarkably well for decades. Some people believe flying over the ocean at night is more dangerous. The truth is that darkness itself is not a major problem. Modern airplanes are equipped with advanced navigation systems. Pilots are highly trained. Aircraft instruments work the same, whether it is day or night. In many cases, flying at night can even provide smoother conditions because the atmosphere is often more stable. There is another advantage. Many airports are less crowded during nighttime hours. This can reduce delays and improve scheduling. Large international airlines coordinate hundreds of flights every day. A small improvement in timing can save enormous amounts of money. So the decision is not based on a single reason. It is a combination of time zones, passenger convenience, fuel savings, wind patterns, and airline logistics. The next time you board an overnight flight across the Atlantic, remember that thousands of calculations help decide the exact moment your airplane would take off. From invisible rivers of wind to the movement of the Earth itself, every detail matters. What seems like a simple night flight is actually the result of decades of engineering, science, and careful planning. Millions of travelers close their eyes and go to sleep, never realizing that an entire network of technology and strategy is guiding them across one of the largest oceans on the planet. And perhaps the biggest surprise is this: airplanes do not cross the Atlantic at night because they have to. They do it because, for airlines and passengers alike, it is often the smartest choice. The sky may look dark, the ocean may look endless, but behind every overnight Atlantic flight is a fascinating system. that keeps the world connected.